It's true when they say, whatever people don't understand, they will try by all means to criticize it, ridicule it, and also destroy it. They would rather do all of those things than to give themselves enough time to try to understand so that they can be able to learn. And that's the problem that most of us are facing. That's the problem that most of us are encountering. The misconceptions that many people carry inside of their minds are completely wrong. And honestly speaking, this thing used to bug me a lot. Finding myself asking myself countless questions that why does it seem like me minding my own business somehow it's like an offense to other people? Me doing me, intensively focusing on myself, somehow it's like I'm inviting hatred. And as I keep on asking myself those kinds of questions, that's when it actually clicked that, oh no, I'm not the problem here. They are. The reason behind all of this is that they are trying to recruit me into their misery, into their lifestyle. But I refuse. I refuse to be naive. And essentially, that's where the critics and the beef starts. Them trying to recruit me into their misery, into their absurdity, and me refusing to engage because knowing very well that me choosing that route will lead me astray. But the problem is that they don't see it that way. They misquote you, they misdiagnose you, they really don't get it. And the funny part is that they don't seem to ask themselves, vital questions. That why why does it seem like this particular person doesn't want to associate himself with us? Why is he trying so hard to distance himself from us? They don't ask themselves those questions because if they did, they will have all the answers by now. So according to their behavior, it seems like they are still in oblivious, swimming in curiosity. And another thing that I'm failing to understand is that how come a normal human being that has millions of his personal problems to worry about, but make you his number one priority, pause everything and dedicate their lives to be curious about you. Guys, that kind of, obsession is dangerous. It's out of hand. For someone to have that kind of an obsession over the mere fact that you chose to mind your business and distance yourself from them, it's crazy. Guys, the things that we deal with will completely shock you, completely insidious. I remember someone once said, to be intellect inside the society of people who uses 1% of their brain is extremely painful. So essentially, it's either you blend in or you are perceived as an outcast. It's hilarious. The circumstances that we live by will completely shock you. And the funny part is that they don't have an idea about the battles that I'm fighting. Because only if they knew, they will get to realize that all of this time they were fighting the wrong person. They will get to realize the reason why I don't find interest in the things they are doing. They will get to realize the reason why I'm not living the way they are living. Because I'm the man on the mission. I'm driven by my purpose. That's precisely why I don't, I don't have time to waste on who does what to who. My undivided attention is only limited only to the things that contribute growth into my life. And anything outside of that doesn't deserve my attention and doesn't matter. One thing that I vow to myself is that no matter what they do, but I will always operate from a place of equanimity. Because navigating my full attention to people who are auditioning for mediocrity will not gonna do me any justice. And guys, please don't get me wrong. The purpose of this video was to not to belittle or shame anyone. It's completely dedicated to those of you who finds themselves in a similar situation as mine. I just wanna say, all the critics, all the ridiculing is part of the journey. It's inevitable that you will encounter peasants along your journey that will try to obscure your vision, that will try by all means to drag you down, that will try by all means to cripple you because they are very much aware that you could go far. But don't let that unpleasantness that you're encountering demotivate you. Always stick to your own lane and avoid all the noise. Believe you me, this will be your story to tell one day. So guys, my name is Johannes. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.